It's rare to see Deborah Roberts, an award-winning journalist, polished communicator, and one of the most respected women in broadcast news, step away from her trademark professionalism. For decades, she has delivered some of the most important stories of our time with poise, compassion, and unwavering composure. But this time, something shifted. During a recent public appearance, invited to speak about balancing career and family in the modern world, Deborah set aside her prepared notes. She took a slow breath, looked out at the audience, and began sharing something far more personal than anyone expected. Her voice carried warmth, but also weight. She opened up about the challenges of juggling a demanding, high-pressure career while navigating motherhood, aging parents, and life with a husband whose own career has kept him in the spotlight for nearly half a century. With visible emotion, Deborah acknowledged that being married to a beloved television personality like Al Roker has been both a gift and a test. She admitted that the spotlight hasn't always been easy. The public attention, the endless commentary, the speculation about their lives, at times it felt overwhelming. "People see the smiles and the sunshine," she said softly, "but they don't always see the long nights, the early mornings, or the moments when you're simply trying to hold everything together." The room grew still. You could see heads nodding, not because she is famous, but because so many people related to the struggle of balancing family and responsibility. Then Deborah's voice trembled. She said that through the toughest moments of their marriage, particularly during Al's health battles, she discovered a deeper understanding of love, patience, and partnership. She thanked Al for being her steady hand, her surprising source of calm, and her reminder that joy can still be found even on the hardest days. The audience couldn't hide their reaction. Some smiled tenderly, others wiped away tears. Even the reporters in the back, accustomed to polished speeches and typical celebrity soundbites, seemed genuinely moved. But what truly caught everyone off guard was Al Roker's reaction. Cameras turned toward him, likely expecting his familiar grin or perhaps one of his warm, light-hearted comments, the humor and charm viewers adore him for on morning television. Instead, Al's eyes glistened. He lifted a hand to wipe the corner of his eye, then lowered his head for a moment to regain composure. It was a brief, honest, vulnerable display, something rare for a man who has spent decades smiling through the sunrise on national television. It captivated everyone. Later, when journalists approached him for a comment, expecting a cheerful quip, Al instead offered a simple, heartfelt sentiment that spread across social media like wildfire. He said, "I've had a blessed career, but Deborah, she is the heart of my life. Everything I've become is because she believed in me." That one sentence took on a life of its own. Within hours, it was posted, reposted, quoted, shared, and stitched into video edits across TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. People called it one of the most genuine expressions of love they had ever seen from a public figure. Others said they teared up watching his reaction. A fan on Facebook wrote, "Deborah reminded us that even the strongest women need support, and Al is that for her. This is what real partnership looks like." Another user posted, "Al Roker has always been the sunshine of morning TV, but seeing this vulnerable side of him made me respect him even more." Even couples married for decades shared the clip with captions like, "Love only gets richer with time." Insiders close to the couple revealed that Al was deeply moved because Deborah is typically private about their personal life. Hearing her open up so boldly, especially in a professional setting, was something he never expected. It reportedly made him fall in love with her all over again. Women's groups and professional organizations began reposting Deborah's speech, calling it a powerful reminder of the delicate balancing act so many women face: career, family, caregiving, and self-respect. Many said her words gave voice to the emotional labor so often carried quietly. Despite their public roles, those close to Deborah and Al say their life at home is surprisingly modest and tender. They enjoy simple pleasures: quiet dinners around the kitchen table, watching old movies on the couch, taking slow walks around their neighborhood, spending uninterrupted time with their children and grandchildren. Friends say Al still insists on cooking weekend breakfasts, pancakes made his way, with extra love and a little too much butter, just how Deborah likes them. And Deborah still slips handwritten notes into his travel bags, a habit she started decades ago when they were newly married. Their relationship endures not because they are perfect, but because they choose grace, patience, and humor again and again. And perhaps that's why this moment resonated so deeply with audiences, especially viewers in their 60s who have lived long enough to understand that true love evolves, stretches, and strengthens through challenges. As the clip of Al Roker's emotional reaction continues circulating, millions of people are finding comfort in their story. It's a reminder that even in a world obsessed with fast news and fleeting attention spans, authentic love still shines through.